Myself, I feel quite protective of young bands about to sell their souls to the corporate fiends, but there is an alternative to signing to a major label, and that's starting one yourself, which is exactly what Porky and Steve from Pork Recordings did, turning a Georgian house in Hull town centre into an office, distribution centre and studio. From here they've created and marketed 55 releases that range, it says here, from funk jazzy breakbeats to new tripe, whatever that may be.
We never set up initially to be captains of industry. It was like, how do we carry on making a living out of the thing? We love music, and it's like just to be self-sufficient. So it was like, right, we don't advertise, we don't, like, we've got our own studio, we don't have to like do anything out, you know, externally, as it were. It's like we can keep the costs right down. Therefore, we'll only have to sell X, and we all get a wage out of it. And that X is like, you know, 1,000, 2,000 CDs or whatever. Whereas the majors, it's like, you know, 100,000. Or they're not really interested, you know, it is all about kind of units or whatever, and we just wanted to avoid that at all costs. We've never tried to ram our ideas down people's throats as well. It's not like we've got an agenda. Well, we have got an agenda, but it's not one that we're trying to...
It's a musical agenda.
Yeah, it is, yeah, and it's, if you're going to hear it, it's in there between the notes, you know, and so, from our point of view, we never really wanted to really kind of push any one kind of attitude forward, but we do like to think of ourselves as cottage industries, you know, that it's just a small thing that's catering for a certain group of people globally.
Pork's prime cuts have been played and sold in countries as far apart as the United States, Japan, Russia and Kazakhstan. Don't write and tell me that Russia and Kazakhstan are next to each other, I know. But despite Pork's global reputation, their hearts will always be in Hull.
People are always surprised when they come from out of town because they expect something a lot bleaker. I don't know why. I think mostly because Hull rhymes with dull. Or, and it's not the name of the city. Kingston's the name of the city. I mean, Hull's the name of the river. Kingston upon Hull, it's Kingston on Thames, but everybody could call it it's Kingston.
Yeah, nobody calls it Thames.
Yeah, so I'm saying let's call it Kingston, and the marketing men get the council if they only knew, restyle the city. But I mean, I think that's possibly, you know, the quandary of the place now is that it's not actually making anything or producing anything in large numbers, you know, that people, like Sheffield and the Steel or whatever, people don't associate it with anything anymore.
But one thing people do associate with Hull, or should I say Kingston, is the Humber Bridge, once the world's longest single-span suspension bridge, although now the Japanese and the Danes have a longer one each. This ripping feat of engineering links Kingston upon Hull with, well, nowhere very much, because the northeast coastal motorway that was due to link Newcastle with the south was never built. As a result, the tolls raised by the bridge have never been enough to cover the cost of building it, leaving a mounting debt of £359 million. I think the council are planning to take this bridge down because of the expense on and put in a ferry, which I think is a really good idea. That's my joke for the afternoon.